Now notice the effect that this had upon the natives that were there. And when the barbarians saw the venomous beast hang on his hand, they said among themselves, no doubt this man is a murderer, whom, though he hath escaped the sea, yet vengeance suffereth not to live. The word for vengeance here is decay, and it should be justice. Yet justice suffereth not to live. In other words, they felt that Paul was guilty of a great crime, and this is the effect it had on them. And very frankly, I think they sat down and watched to see what had happened to him. And they expected any moment for him to swell and fall down dead. And they knew by sad experience that that happened to some of their own, and they expected it to happen to Paul. And they had a sense of justice. You notice that. They felt he's a murderer and he needs punishing. I don't know whether we had a shipwreck on our coast here today. I think we've got a crowd. If they were down there at the time, they would not feel that it was justice for the criminal to be punished. In fact, they would help the criminal get in a boat and put back out to sea and escape being punished at all. That, I think, is the fact that in that day, in the Roman Empire, the whole empire was filled with a sense of justice. The justice must be done. Rome made that contribution. Pagan Rome made that contribution to the coming of Christ, that you don't get by with it, that there was a cry for mercy, but that justice must be done. And since he did not fall down dead, unfortunately, they assumed the opposite alternative, and they came to the opposite extreme. But it was just as equally fallacious as the other one. And this is what happened. Verse 5, and he shook off the beast into the fire and felt no harm. And I think that's the way that mark could be fulfilled. If you can pick up a venomous creature and you suffer no harm, then I think you got it made. But when you get sick and some of you die, I don't think that's the way the Lord wants it done. Now will you notice, verse 6, howbeit they looked when he should have swollen or fallen down dead suddenly, but after they had looked a great while and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds and said that he was a god. And again, why, they want to worship him. You see, this gave Paul, however, a very important contact for him here on the island of Malta. Now, let's continue to look at this in a very definite way.